Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Johnson FX. I'm really glad to have you all here. So, if you are just viewing this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Please get me to 1K. Please, as you are just watching this channel, please just subscribe. Yeah, I just want to talk to you about the watch list. The watch list I have today with me. And it's just to also show you some kind of liquidity tips that you need to know. So yeah, we know that. Let me start from the higher time frame. Now we could see the 4 hour, although this leg has actually you know bought for a long time right now, but we have been seeing a type of change in trend. Now it has broken this low that formed this high over here. We could see that it might still have room to move to the downside. But let's see how it goes. Now let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go to the lower time frame. Now I want to explain something. On a normal day, the market moves when it is selling. It moves in series of lower lower highs and lower low, right? So now there is a reason why we need to have our entry, and there is a reason why you need to identify where your liquidity rests, right? So now a high, right? A lower high that breaks a low, right? The next place the liquidity would rest, right, above is above where? Is above this high, right? So if it creates something like this again and you know and breaks the structure, the next place the liquidity would rest on would be above this high. And this place as uh, might now serve as a point of interest in some cases. So we'll now be seeing something like this, the market coming back to take this high and tapping into this area, this point of interest, and doing what? And selling. Please, you guys should take notes of what I'm trying to say here, right? So in this situation, you could see that liquidity exchange has been taking place. Liquidity exchange has been taking place. So if the market wants to come back, it would either come back to do something like this, maybe engineer liquidity, or do something like this, right? Come back again to tap into this zone. Or, after it breaks, the other scenario that might happen, after it breaks this high, this place becomes something like a protected high. But we also have liquidity resting above here, right? So the market might now come and do something like this, either to break this high, and it will do what? Take all the liquidities, and it will take all the liquidities resting above this high and this high, right? So let's say for example now, we you know when a market is already mitigated, this zone is already mitigated already. So price might um price might come and use this place as a raid, a place where it will take all the liquidities and go and tap into maybe a zone around this area that has not been mitigated at all. Maybe when we have something like this, you have something like this around this area, maybe a supply zone around this area, something like this, right? So the market might now come around this area to come and to sweep all these internal structures here and come and mitigate this this supply area. And this place will now serve as what? This place will now serve as our liquidity. All these places will now serve as our liquidity for the market to do what? For the market to, you know, for the market to sweep or take. So that's where we'll now have something like this. Market will tap into the supply area or the other block around that area, and now go and sweep all these liquidities resting below here. Now, in essence, what I'm trying to drive out is I'm trying to see the possibility of something that might happen here. Right now, we could see that this market actually broke this low. It has actually broken this low that created this high. If you go to the higher time frame, it started from this low. I think it started from this low, broke this high. So, and it was this high that formed this thing. So um if we now go to the 30-minute time frame, we could see that it was this high that broke this low over here, the normal market structure, right? So where is the liquidity going to rest? Liquidity might be resting. The next line of liquidity is that it might be resting around. Liquidity is resting around this area. This is where the liquidity is resting. I'm not going to use this area as liquidity, but this is the major liquidity, right? And where is going to be our POI if the market really wants to, continue going to the downside, right? The market would tap into this area. There are series of things the market will do, right? The market does not really care about our demand and supply. It's just moving from buy side liquidity to sell side, right? So now the markets might now create something like this. The market might now come into this area, right? Tap into, sweep this liquidity resting above this high, right? This lower high, and now tap into the supply area. Then boom, come to the downside. Now, if you are going to be looking into the pattern I drew earlier, it is just a series of, let's do something like this, right? Look at look at what I'm drawing right now, right? So, and that's what I actually explained. The market's coming back to take this eye. This eye will now be forming an inducement, will now be serving as our inducement or a liquidity for the market to push to the downside. So this is what this is my thought process as regards this trade. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. It's just the normal pattern. You just need to identify it. So now, another scenario that might happen, right? Another scenario that might happen, right? Maybe if the market goes otherwise, if the market goes otherwise, right? So we could see that uh this place has not really been mitigated, but I don't know, maybe it would happen if the selling pressure of USD JPY is very, very high. The market might not get into this area. And we could see this area has been taken. the liquidity resting around this area has been taken, right? So this place will now become um, protected, right? So in order for the market to come to this area, the market might now form series, you know, take this supply zone and now, look for something like this. Maybe it would have created a demand around this area. Now tap into this, now push, then my something like this, engineer something like a liquidity, and tap into this zone and sell to the downside. This is another scenario that might actually happen. I don't want to keep this simple as possible. Right? This is another scenario that might actually happen. Right? So uh that's, I think that's all for this trade. Please do well to subscribe to this channel and like, and also join my YouTube channel. If you are in need of mentorship program, I'm actually offering a mentorship program. You can just message me, private message me. My number or my contact will be at the description. Thank you guys for watching. I remain Johnson.